I'm going to be back testing 2 weeks of October 2025. I don't really remember the month. I think I got railed last time. Well, not the last time I back tested it, but during the actual month when I was not trading continuations. So I figured I might as well see if I can end with a bit better stats. I'm only going to do 2 weeks though. Um, I don't know why they moved this thing to the right. It's kind of annoying. But I mean, is what it is. Let's go to 9:30. Market open. Boom. My time frames are good, I think. Yep. Um, Make sure this is on ES as well. Alright, let's get started. Oh my god. Next day open. So the first day of the month is. Oh. Okay, first day of the month is a Wednesday. Surprisingly, not a Monday. I'm going to start off on the higher time frames and see what draws and liquidity we could potentially target, and also look at the higher time frame trend slash structure. So far this doesn't look great. We're in range bounds conditions on the on the higher time frames. What the flip? Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, in the higher time frames, haven't made any SMTs, but I mean we just have this low here, and this low down here, and then the same thing for longs. But again, we are range bound conditions, so I don't really think I will be trading this day. I'll probably wait for us to take a higher low. We are also in this 4-hour bearish gap. We have this unfilled hourly up here. We could potentially tap into, but we've already tapped into the 4-hour. I was marked this unfilled bullish gap also. But honestly, this day doesn't look too great. 15-minute, got these internal highs. We've rebalanced to this 15-minute bullish gap as well, but we're also inside of this high time from bearish gap, so we're kind of just in between both bullish and bearish PD arrays. So in cases like these, I'm just going to play it patient and wait for true displacement out into one direction. 5 minutes, the same thing. This looks like, oh no. We also have ISM manufacturing PMI, so that news driver, for me personally, is not the greatest. We edge lots of draws and liquidity sometimes, unless you catch early entries, and then due to that, lots of people get manipulated. For then 10 a.m. to take out the driver, the draws. Yeah, sorry, I just woke up. So we've made an S&T here with this low here, as ES has not taken it. We have these lows down here also. And then we get a big displacement candle to the upside. I want to see how this closes. Okay, pretty bullish close there. Again, the draws are quite far away, so I'm not going to rush anything. Also, I want to see how price reacts after we tap into this bearish gap here on the hourly. I'm going to skim through this day now, because usually on 10 a.m. news days, I don't really take trades past 9:40 anyway. For this reason exactly, we just consolidate. Honestly, I'm just going to wait for news to come out. But we've already just come back into this range. And if we come low after disrespecting this gap, I mean, if we come back, flip, and come high after disrespecting this gap, then it's just going to be a bit low probable. But we are in this 5-minute gap actually, so I mean, we could come lower off of this maybe. But again, let's wait for news. And we're not getting that strong flip to the downside, which I don't like either. With just kind of manipulating to both sides. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Look, we've disrespected this gap, but then we've instantly came higher. I'm not trading this day. It's lower probable conditions. That's a sign that the price is lower probable, or the day is lower probable. Again, I'm just trying to keep this low frequency, take high probable trades only that I'm very confident in the draw on liquidity. I believe we're at all-time highs. So the protocol for all-time highs is waiting for a deep retracement and then a nice flip back up to all-time highs. Now the hourly time frame does look very bullish. We have not had any rebalances here, so to be honest, I'm not really looking for any shorts. Yeah, we're just super bullish unless we get like a come down to this low, take it out, or maybe into this 15-minute gap. This one looks pretty clean. Then we get a flip back up to all-time highs. That would be pretty nice, but we'll see. Again, I'm not looking to take any shorts because of how bullish the high time frame is. So I'll just wait for that retracement. Then I want to see a strong flip back up to the upside. I do want to see this 15-minute gap get filled. The only possible way I'll take a short is if we disrespect this gap and then we get a retracement down to this low. That would tell me we don't want to come higher. But again, I'd much rather longing back up to the all-time highs. So now we've tapped into this 15-minute. I want to see how price reacts to it. Now, this does look like we're getting displacement lower. But again, we did get this clean 5. Oh no. Oh yeah, this does look like we're getting displacement lower, but again, we still have 8 minutes until the 15-minute candle closes. And what could price do? We could just close as a wick and end up flipping bullish. So I'm just going to be patient. If we do displace lower, I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to fuss if I miss anything, to be honest. I'm just going to be extra patient. Now, this looks like we will probably come lower from this. But again, in my opinion, that wasn't even like such a great entry. Time is now 9:40, so we still have a lot of time. Have all these draws lower? I don't think we will. I don't know. We'll see. If I end up missing out on the trade, then it's fine. But if we just completely dump from all-time highs, then again, what would I do? To wait for a high time frame rebalance because of how bearish how much we've displaced lower. Honestly, this looks a bit dead to me. I'm gonna go on the 1 minute here, so that I don't waste any time. Yeah, this day just looks lower probable. That short over here, I mean, again, just because we were at all-time highs, it wasn't that great in my opinion. The better play was just to wait out for longs, which we haven't gotten, unfortunately. Friday's NFP and 10 a.m. news. I'm just gonna skip this day immediately. Cool. Next week. First week is now. Wait, this what? 15 is now over. Give me a second. So we have this high time frame SMT here, but again we are all-time highs, so we probably could potentially get a retracement from that into this. Actually, we've already rebalanced here on the 4 hour, and we've disrespected this bearish P-day raise here. So I mean, we don't really have to get a retracement, like a deep one. I mean, sorry, but I mean we can maybe just come down into this gap down here. Again, honestly, I just want a retracement and a flip. Bullish. We've already retraced on the 15-minute into these bullish gaps and disrespected this bearish one. Honestly, we could just get a long off of market, like a market open could just come higher, to be honest. Maybe, but to be honest, that's anything can happen at market open. We could just come lower, manipulate lows, and then come higher. So I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, there you go. We now have SMT at the lows, those internal lows. We are inside this 15-minute gap. I would like to see if this gap holds or not. This is too dark, wait. That's a bit better. Then we also have these relatively equal lows beneath. So let's see. We are getting a flip out of this gap now. Give me all the prof. Honestly, I don't really like how we've had to tap into this gap once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, now 5 times before getting this displacement. If you had that displacement immediately, I'd be in here like swimwear. So I'm not going to take this, even though. Okay, now we maybe can get. Okay, yeah, now this will probably play out. Take my little scalp here. I just wanted to wait for a little bit more confirmation out of this, but now this is confirming that we will come higher. And I like how this 5 minutes closed as a rebalance. So now I'm more confident in this playing out, so I'm going to take this. Monkey. Now let's do 500 risk. Cool. Let's see how this plays out. Cool. That was a clean trade. Again, now people probably did take shorts here. But like I said, I don't really like how we had to wick into that single this Sibi so much times. And then we had that a little bit of a late reaction, so I just wanted extra confirmation, and we got that. And then we had this 2-candle Sibi rebalance right here, displacement out of it, and I just entered here, and I could still catch my 1-to-1. I did play a bit of a riskier stop loss. Wait, I think I had a later entry. Anyway, my stop loss was not above the rebalance wick here, it was over here, but I was willing to take that risk. Let's go on to the next day. Sharmuta. So again, high time frame, super bullish, all time highs again. Okay. Shut your way, so. Yeah, we are at all time highs. Same protocol. Unless we come all the way down to manipulate these lows and then get longs back up to all time highs. What can we potentially reverse off of to come back up to these highs here? We could reverse off of these 15 minutes down here. Five minutes. We have this big 5-minute imbalance there. But let's just wait for market to open. What time is it? It's Tuesday. But again, I've already made my 500 for the week. So honestly, there's no reason for me to take anything else. Even if I think it's slightly low probable, because I am reinforcing the idea of trading lower frequency. 500 a week is all you need. It's copy trade, boom. You can still print. We tapped into that 5 minute we have, but again, I'm not taking any shorts because we have all of these imbalances down here. I think the only way I do take a short is if we come all the way down to this low rebalance and I take shorts to these shorts here, just because we do have all of these imbalances here, which we could potentially just flip off, especially because we are at all-time highs. So I'm just gonna skim through this to see what we do. I wanna run away. I think we probably will just come up to all-time highs, it looks like. We have wicked into this 5 minute twice, but we're failing to get this placement lower. And now price is consolidating, so this already looks lower probable. What am I going to do? I'm going to skip through this day. We are in range bound conditions. If you see the first 10, 15, 20 minutes we're doing this, we're getting no movement here. So why would you even try and force anything? Or try and force something off of displacement, random displacement that you see. But yeah. It's easy to avoid losses. It's easy, man. When trading in conditions. Well, I'll rephrase. It's easy to lose in those conditions. We're low-key kind of range bound here. We made this SMT here with these lows. But we are also in this 4-hour bearish gap. And then we have all-time highs above, of course. So, yeah, I'm not really liking this all day. We've got FOMC today. So again, for me personally, this is a lower probable news driver. I tend to lose more on these days. So again, I don't think I'll take anything unless I see something that is super, super obvious that I'm willing to bet a house on. We have this SMT here. Honestly, I don't really care too much about this SMT just because we are kind of range bound. We've probably made a bunch of SMTs already. Just gone up and down and up and down. But then we have all of these lows beneath as well. But we shall see. Beijing. Bum bum bum. When I traded this month in October, by now I'd probably have traded every day. In fact, let me check. Wait. Okay, so I was just looking at my Notion journal and the bullshit I took. Like, I'll just be taking, like, rubbish like this. I don't even know what this is, bro. Like, all these scalpy entry. Wait, did this even hit? I think I did. But, like, you get the point. Not a good month for me. But, anyway, back to the backtesting session. I forgot everything. We're in this 4-hour. Oh, yeah, and it's big hourly. Yeah, I was saying this is FOMC. It doesn't look that great. I remember now. So, let's play out market open. Going deeper into the hourly gap. Nothing I see here. I like the way you kiss me. Yeah, to be honest, there's nothing really I saw there. Let's go on to the next day. I'm not going to waste any time. The 9th, so we've got like a few days left. How long has this been? Okay, cool. I believe we are back up to all-time highs. We've broken out of that consolidation. Me not taking intimidation. If there's unfilled gap done here, we could use to rebalance. We're also currently inside of an hour, 4 hour gap already, so I mean we could just come right back up higher. But we haven't really seen any reactions from this gap. Same thing here with rebalance into this hourly. We had a small move higher, but we're respecting this bearish gap still. Same thing, they become lower. We have a small retracement, and now I want to see how price reacts to that retracement that we've just made. But we'll see. Maybe we come lower into that next. We have all these stacked up lows as well. To be honest, this looks pretty nice, honestly. And the same thing, we have stacked highs above. We also have this 5-minute bearish SMT, but again we're consolidating here, so I mean could just go right back into that little consolidation. Yep. ES has taken this high over here, so we've now got another SMT, but I don't need to mark it out because we've already made this one here. What have we done since market opened? We've actually, first I want to see how much points we've moved. 30 points of movement so far. It's not really ideal. Now from this, we've displacing back lower through this wick here, which I do like. If we look onto the higher time frames, you have all these stacked built up lows, and it looks like we are displacing out of that. However, because we are in range bound conditions, I'm not interested in taking shorts, even though I think we will come low to take out this low. It is really worth it when we're just ranging so hard on the high time frames. So in my opinion, it's not. So I'm just not going to take this, but I'll take this on like a paper trade, maybe even an eval. My thoughts are just go. Wait, let's see if we can get one. Boom. Now protected stocks would be up here, but if you wanted to do this and target past the draw, bonus them to target the draw. I'm not going to take this though, but I'm just saying. So I probably would take on an eval or on a paper trade. As you can see, this does end up playing out. Yep, nice. But again, the reason I didn't take that is because we're just ranging so heavily. But what I do like from this is now that we've taken this low, I can then form an entry potentially, or build some narrative, because now we've made SMT of these lows. I'd like to see how price reacts to that slash the Tesla sweep. And now ES is starting to look a bit more bearish, which I do like as well. But again, there's no rush. There's no reason for me to force anything. Now we've manipulated this low once again, 3 times. 4 times. Now it does look like we're going to come lower to the... Oh, did I mark out? This is on the 4 hour. Yeah, I was going to wait for the candle close, but like I've already missed the entry. But if you wanted to, you could have entered like on this, or your stops up here. Pretty scalpy trade there. I'm going to go on 1 minute to wait for price to take this draw and see if we get a flip higher. Okay. Oh, I've got mad reflexes, yo. Just killed a mosquito. Anyway. So we've tapped into this 4 hour. And we have all these stacked up highs. So potentially from this, what can I anticipate? I can anticipate that price potentially we could flip bullish and take out all of these high time frame objectives here. Okay, maybe not. We've had that flip and then we start consolidating, and from this I'm not trading. Cool. Like all these bad days, and I'm sure so much people have taken losses on them. It's literally been like 2 decent trades only. Okay, I like this a lot better, low key. So what have we done? We've rebalanced into these high time frame draws. We came higher, edged these lows, these highs, made relatively equal highs, and we've getting this placement on this hourly candle, which I do like. Goodbye. Oh. Anyway, oh my god, bro, I've been having voice cracks for days, mate. We have made SMT, some weird ass SMT there on ES, but now we have this low here, but again, I'm not really looking to short. With disrespect to this bearish gap, I want to see price continue higher, honestly. We're in this 15-minute, but do I anticipate for this holding? No. With disrespect to this 5-minute also. Let's manipulate this low again and then come higher. But again, I'd prefer longs. But let's see. Refresh. Again, it's all about the hard time frame conditions. If it's just choppy and range bound, it's just going to be lower probable to take entries on the lower time frames. Just only trade when there's a clear draw on liquidity that you're so confident that will get hit. And if it's just some random low or high, you're trying to take a quick scalp into a range, and you're obviously more likely to lose then. But yeah, my thing is bugged again. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I like this. Although it does look like we're gonna come pump higher, take out all those draws. But what have we done? Disrespected these bearish gaps, and we've just had strong displacement out of this 5-minute here. Unless we get a retracement here from this big gap. I don't really like how this candle closed, but we'll see. However, I do like that, so I am going to take a long here. So why do I like this? We've rebalanced here, and again, the first candle closure wasn't too great, but now we're getting displacement out of this gap for me to then target my 1-to-1. Like, I guess maybe I can target this high. And we're also breaking out this consolidation here. Looks like, boom, we're about to expand and come higher, which is why I like this trade. Let me look and we have an SMT. Okay, well, I'll give this one more candle, a few more seconds. Let's see how this closes. Okay, yeah, good. Good. It's good that I waited. Okay, well, low-key, I've kind of missed the entry now. But low-key, I still think what I'll do, I'll just go break in at its first high and I'll see if this runs. I think that's what, yeah. I don't think we're going to go all the way up to that high, but I do think we're going to, what do you call it? Get some sort of bullish price. Okay, I'll go break even here. It does look like we're gonna get a break even just because we're. Ooh. Okay, I don't want to let price edge me. But I'm not gonna try though, because I do think at this point we probably will take this high now. I probably should have tried. Bravo! Oh my god. It's fine. Okay, I could have probably closed, but it's fine. What time is it now? 9:50, and we have 10 a.m. news. So let's see what we do until then. When I do get break even, I do consider taking another entries. If something is good. We made a 15 minute. No, not yet. This comes out in 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Now we've tapped into the 15-minute gap and the 5. I want to see how we react, but this is a very bearish candle here. I want to see a nice flip higher. Which we are not getting, and so I don't think I will be taking anything this day. Yeah, definitely not. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Next day open. Monday, so we've got 2 days left. We have this no data candle, which is a nice draw on liquidity, and we're also in this no wick, sorry, not no data. We have this new day opening gap or whatever. New week opening. Yeah, no week opening gap, which is also a very strong draw on liquidity. And then we have these highs. Well, these highs are the highs that rebalance, so these highs should be protected if we are bearish. And we've had this big seller from away from those all-time highs, and then we also have these lows here, but I don't think I'd target those, me personally. Actually, no, low-key I might, because they are close and that new week opening gap is far. I didn't realize. But alright, cool. Let's play this out. Let me refresh the page again. All I need is 6 trades in this whole month, and then I can make my 3k balance, and you can pass an account whilst trading low frequency. Damn. Anyway, yeah. So let's see, what's the time? 1:30. We are in this gap here, but we've kind of just been dilly-dallying inside of it, so I'm not really worried about that. Does it even exist to me, mate? Now we are getting this placement out of this range. Again, I'm not going to FOMO into anything. There's nothing to enter off of here. I'm just going to wait for price to take out these lows first, make SMT, and then I'll see how we react. Or we just dump lower. That's fine, I guess. But now, because the draws are low-key kind of... Well, actually, we do have these lows as well. Boom, boom. But I want to see how we react to these lows. Nothing for me here still. Why? Because we're still far from the draw. Guess we're getting a bearish flip out of this gap here, but again, we're just too far from the draw. Okay, cool. So we're respecting that manipulation, it looks like, inside of that small Audi gap here. Now I want to see what we do after. Also, we're close to these highs on ES, so we could... Oh, I like that flip. But again, we're kind of close to the highs here. I could just go break in when we make SMT. But then again, my main target's quite far away. But because I do think this probably will play, but I can take this and then just go break even once we take the highs, to be honest, on ES. Because there's no, I'm not losing anything if I'm confident that we're going to take these highs. And if we do make SMT, and I just go break even, and I get break even, that's not a loss, is it? Whereas if I just don't take it at all, I could potentially miss out on this playing out. So I'm going to take this actually. But the only thing I don't like about this is the hard time frame structure. It doesn't look too great, especially on the 15 minute. But we have had a clear manipulation rebalance. Yeah, and 4 hour retracement. But like I said, this high is the protected high, so But I'm not targeting this high either. I'm just targeting an internal high. I'm targeting internal structure. Honestly, low key, would I take this on a PA? No, low key, I think I would. Let's see if this plays. It should do. It's gone to 5 minutes, so I can get my break even as well. Okay, I'm break even here because we have just taken the highs on ES. Now this is a risk sun. Risk free trade. And there you go. Like I said, there's no risk when I'm so confident in the fact that we will take this high at least on ES. I can just easily go break even. This is a safe trade because we're so close to the highs on ES, right? So there shouldn't really be a reason for us to just dump and come lower, especially after we've had this clean displacement out of this bearish gap and on the 1 minute retrace and clean flip out of these bullish gaps, right? Past these internal highs. So I can easily just go break even. If I got break even there, I don't care because I'm not losing any money, am I? So yeah. As you can see, that played out pretty nice. So let's go on to the last day. Now all I need is 4 more trades and that's the account passed. There's no need to just force everything. And if I was risking heavier, that's 1k. Now I need 1 more trade to pass. If you are a person that risks heavy on evals, risk at 1,000 per trade, or 1,500. If I was risking 1.5k, that's a account pass. Boom. In 2 weeks, which does sound long, but it's not really considering the fact that this month hasn't been the greatest. If you risked heavy on those trades, the days that I didn't trade on, then you would have just blown accounts, probably a bunch of accounts. We've reacted from this 4-hour gap here. We just kind of got, I don't even know what this is. Oh, new week opening gap fill we can potentially target. And aside from that, again, longs don't really look nice, so I'm just low-key kind of just interested in shorts. Yeah, to be honest. Oh, we have this high as well here. But low time frame does look like we're starting to form some bullish price action. However, notice we haven't made a higher high. We failed to break past this high here. So we could potentially just still come lower. But we'll see. Yes, this displacement is nice. You could have targeted this internal low. But again, we have this low beneath us as well. So, I mean, I have no problem waiting for price to take this low. And then we get a retracement if I'm lucky from the SMT we probably will make. And then, yeah. But if we do just displace to the draw, it's fine. I'm not really worried about that. Which we will. Yep. That did play it pretty nice, to be fair. Boom. Boom. Stops up here. Target is next low. Very clean delivery there. But yeah, that's fine. And that's my 2 weeks complete. Very low frequency, but honestly, I think that's the best way to approach trading prop firms. Or 3 trades and 1 break even, actually. But yeah, that's pretty good if you ask me. All I need now, like I said, is 4 more trades, and that's an eval passed if you are risking appropriately, 500 per account or whatever. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this. But yeah, I'm gonna post this now.